अली अली हक है अली हक है अली हक है अली अली जिधर हक है उधर मौला जिधर हक है उधर मौला जिधर मौला उधर हक है अली अली हक.
So that the people had lost connection with Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. They had to oppress Ahlul Bayt that there was a drought in Medina. मदीने में कहत पड़ गया. क्यों? क्योंकि मदीने वालों ने और मुसलमानों ने आले रसूल पे इतने जुल्म किए थे. They had oppressed the Ahlul Bayt so much so that there was a drought in Medina. All the people of Medina gathered, the Sahaba, Tabi'een, in Masjid al-Nabawi, and they said, "Oh Allah, this is the city of your Prophet. This is the city of Rasulullah. Send us rain." They were all doing dua, they were all praying. Syed ibn Musayyib is a Sunni reporter. Ravi, he is Sunni, he is not Shia. He says, I was sitting down there at the end watching everyone and there was no dua being accepted. People were crying, Ya Allah, this is the city of your Prophet. Send us rain. He said, suddenly I saw that there is an African slave. In olden days, the slavery hadn't been abolished yet. He came in and he sat down in such a way that no one realizes that he is in the dua as well. The Ravi, Sayyid ibn Musayyib says, I went and sat behind him as if I'm not listening to him. He picked up his hands and he said, Oh Allah, for the sake of my master, give all of these people of Medina rain. परवरदिगारा तुझे मेरे मौला और आका का वास्ता मदीने वालों पे बारिश बरसा दे. Sayyid ibn Musayyib says, before his hands came down, there was rain pouring in Medina. He said, I saw that this slave, his dua had been accepted. He got up and he left. So the people in Medina do not think that it was his dua that was accepted. He got up and left. Sayyid ibn Musayyib says, I quickly followed him to see who he is, who is his master, that Allah does not reject the intercession of this master. Uska wasta khuda rad nahi karta. Kaun hai iska aqa? Kaun hai iska maula? He said, I followed him. He went to the area where Bani Hashim lived. He entered the house of Imam Zain Abideen alayhi salam. The history says that after Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib, highest number of slaves bought and freed by any person after Ali ibn Abi Talib is by Imam Sajjad alayhi salam. He freed more than 1,000 slaves. He would train them and then free them. His freed slaves were the best people in the society. The Ravi says, I went, that day was rain, I went a few days later and asked Imam Sajjad, Mawla, I want one of your slaves. He said, call all of them. He said, the one I wanted has not come. Call the one who is hiding. He came. He said, I saw this is the same person. He said, Mawla, can I have this person? Yes. That man quickly lifted his hand. He said, Oh Allah, you know I promise you, so long as I live, I will live at the door of Syed Ali Raza Rizvi. मैं जब तक जिंदा रहूंगा परवरदिगारा मेरा तुझसे वादा है मैं दरे सैयद सज्जाद पे रहूंगा और कहीं नहीं जाऊंगा. या मेरे इस वादे को पूरा कर दे या फिर मुझे मौत दे दे. Either accept this dua, these words of mine, or give me death. The Ravi, Sayyid ibn Musayyib, the reporter says that the person dropped on the floor and he died. I asked Imam Sajjad, who was he? He said he was mustajab da'awat. Mustajab da'awat is a person whose every dua, whose every prayer is accepted, is granted. If a slave is like this, then imagine how the imam must be like. जिनके गुलाम ऐसे हों, वहाँ के इमाम कैसे होंगे? अज़ीज़ान गिरामी, इमाम के तरबियत याफ्ता गुलाम ऐसे थे कि उनका कोई मुसावी बराबर नहीं था. सबकी तवज्जो जिधर हक है उधर मौला जिधर हक है